Okay, so yeah, so we're live right here, okay, on another beautiful day that our God has given us. I'm quite sure we are thankful today. Myself, David Squeezaniki, and my attorney Adam Handler. He's very thankful, and you all should be very thankful to have this wonderful show, this wonderful radio station, all the people on it. We bless you all, of course, and we've got the top personal injury attorney. So hopefully you didn't get into any accidents over the weekend. If you did, I pray that you did call Adam Handler, the number one personal injury attorney in the entire country, dubbed by yours truly, Squeeze. And obviously and definitely within the Caribbean community, he is. New Jersey and New York are very thankful also for what it is that he has done for them. $157 million in the bag. That's what I'm talking about, boy. Morning, Adam.
Good morning, my brother. I'm sorry I'm a little distracted. We got a new dog yesterday, and we named it Taylor. And Taylor is extremely excited to be on his first Cruising with the Case Handler show. So today, of course, I'm doing the show remotely. I have a deposition coming up in about an hour, and I am so very thankful to be here today. So very grateful to this community that's embraced me since September of 2005, Squeeze. And of course, you, who really never, ever, ever stopped believing in me. Not that I ever gave you a reason to even consider that, but in life, it's the relationships that last the longest that really count the most. And thank you so much for your endorsement. And ladies and gentlemen, this show is Cruising with the Case Handler. We've been doing this show for a very long time. Hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of shows, helping thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of people obtain millions and millions and millions and millions of dollars. So the numbers really speak for themselves all around. And I'm so very grateful to be able to do this. So let me give out my number a couple of times. Let me invite you. What do you say?
I said, please do.
Yeah. My number is 844-774-3529, 844-774-3529. And I also invite you to, check me out online. Check me out on Google. Check me out on Facebook. Check me out on Instagram. All you got to do is link up the Case Handler. My name is Adam Handler. Of course, it's a play on the last name. Third generation personal injury attorney. And Squeeze, I got to tell you, things are getting pretty much back to normal in the courts, but unfortunately, things are getting back to normal outside on the road, on the job, and on the street. There has been a major uptick in the calls that we've been getting recently. I got a call this weekend from a gentleman. He actually just called me a few minutes ago just to get my address. He's coming to see me. Was involved in an accident, Flatbush Avenue. Mr. Williams, he's been listening to you and I for many years. I actually just told him I'm going on the radio with Squeeze. He started laughing. But what's interesting is he called me, and the first thing he said is, "Oh man, thank you for taking the call," which of course I would always take any call. But he's like, "I did everything you told me to do. I called the cops. I took pictures. I got medical attention for my injuries, and now I'm calling you." So we're not just talking to ourselves, Squeeze. People out there are listening. They are getting this information, and they're on their way.
I knew that.
They're on their way to righting the wrong. And we've had a monster month, over $2 million for Case Handler clients. What are you lifting there? Are those 10
I'm
pounds?
just saying, the power, man, the power you have got, the power. You can
What are you lifting, 7.5 or 10? 12 pounds. Holy moly. Squeeze is lifting 12 pounds with one arm. Unbelievable. And if you're listening to us right now on the radio and you're saying, what the hell are they talking about? Again, check us out on Facebook. Check us out on Instagram. We're streaming live. You can see Squeeze getting all buff, all ripped over there in his apartment. And
just like you, man, you rip those insurance company to shreds.
We do. We tear them apart. Listen, we have to, right? Somebody's got to stick up for those individuals that can't stick up for themselves.
Why don't you reiterate a few of the people that you ripped recently for millions of dollars?
Yep. So we'll work backwards. So last week I settled a case at trial, $1,350,000 for a construction accident. A gentleman on a ladder. The ladder, something knocked into the ladder. He fell off the ladder. He broke his arm. $1.35 million for him. Matt Goodstein, my associate, settled the case, $335,000, a car accident case in Rockland County, New York. The week before that, I settled the case. Well, no, I didn't settle a case. What are we talking about? A verdict, a jury verdict. We went to trial just like last week, but they just settled. They didn't want to mess with me during trial. But the other insurance company, they weren't so smart. They offered 20 grand. We said, hell no. The jury came back with $350,000. So $350,000, $335,000, and $1.35 million. There's a lot of threes right there. Just in the past couple of weeks, we are well over $25 million this year for Case Handler clients. Well over $157 million for my career. And for those of you listening, saying, "What's talk about money?"
What year was your biggest year, Adam?
This year.
This year.
Yeah, and it's not over.
I feel honored to be a part of this year with you, man.
Yeah,
and I'm quite sure you're gonna clock it before the end of the year again.
Yeah, this year. No, this year has been exceptional. Just because a lot of cases that we weren't able to resolve in the past couple of years when the courts were closed. The time has run out for insurance companies. I love it. For years, they're like, well, if you don't take this number, you can just tell your client they can wait it out. And I would say the majority of my clients said to me, Mr. Handler, screw them. Let's wait it out. A couple of my clients said, no, let's take the deal. I want to be done with it. But for those clients that were
most of them said GFY, right?
Yeah, GFY. Most of them said,
GFY.
GFY. And now that it's time to come to court, and now that the time is up for these people, hey, Mr. Handler, can you, not Mr. Handler, my clients call me Mr. Handler, but the other side, Adam, can you take 800? Can you get your client to accept $1 million? Do you think you can get this deal done for $1 million too? You know what I say? I say GFY.
Exactly.
You told me to GFY for the past couple of years. Turn the tables. And for those of you saying, what's all this talk about money? Why is he talking about money so much? Money. Well, let me just tell you the same thing I tell my juries when I'm doing jury selection, doing opening arguments, and doing closing arguments. Monetary compensation is the only remedy available to those that are injured in our civil system of justice, right? Nobody goes to jail. Nobody pays a fine. What you got to do is you got to pay for the damage you caused. Just like if you walked into a store and broke something, you may have to pay for it. Or if you're driving down the street and you bump into somebody's car and cause damage, you got to pay for it. It's no different in personal injury cases. You can see Taylor back there. And my job is to get you the most money possible, the most money for your pain and suffering, the most money for your medical bills, the most money for your time out of work. And in this case that we just settled the trial for $1.35 million, we had all those categories. He's been out of work for 4 years. He had a broken wrist that required surgery, and he has outstanding medical bills that need to be paid.
But also one thing, listeners, and I'm going to add to Adam what Adam is saying, because I've learned so much over the past 17 years with him. You as a client, you've got only one chance. You can't come back and say, oh, I don't feel I got enough money. I need to go back after them. No, you've got one chance. So make sure that one choice you have is for the one case handler, which is Adam Handler. And this is the part of the show where I give out the number like 1 million times for the top personal injury attorney. The number is 844-774-3529. If you go with any other attorney, you are making a freaking mistake. There's only one case handler. And I promise you, if you don't go with Adam Handler, you are short-changing yourself. And why would you want to do that? Why would you not want to go for more? Oh no, let me just go for less because
Yeah,
I
who goes
like
for less?
their
I mean,
sound.
going for less. I mean, that's so
Come on.
2020, right?
You know, don't believe that saying about less is more. Less is more, my asphalt. No. Go with the case handler. Let me be calm, cool, and collective now and give you the number again. Before Adam gets to a true success story, whether it's audio or video, I am giving you the number. Everyone that's listening to these radio stations, dial the number and let it ring 15 seconds and say, yeah, Adam, squeeze. I just dialed a number. 844-774-3529. Why does my glasses look crooked? 844-774-3529. It's one of the most powerful things you will have. God forbid you get hurt in that construction accident. And by the way, any construction accident, make it Adam Handler. All right? Any accidents, period, make it Adam Handler. 844-774-3529. Adam, you got audio from me.
Yeah, I got audio. Listen, people are so kind when they pick up that settlement check. And I always say, can you do me a few solids? And they're always like, well, what does he want? Like more money or something? Like, no. I said, number one, can you leave me a Google review? And dozens of people have left me 5-star Google reviews. The next thing I'll do is, can you take a picture with me? We like to post it on social media, Testimonial Tuesdays, holding up that bid fact check. Most people like to do it. Some people, really like to keep private and don't want to do it. And I obviously fully respect that. If I'm writing you a check for, let's say $2.2 million, you may not want the world knowing, that you're a millionaire. But I also asked them if they would, give a testimonial, either written or on video, on audio, and a lot of them, do those testimonials. Like, let's play this one. I love this one. We won't use his real name, but big settlement.
Well, today's March 24th, 2002. My case has been settled. I just picked up my check from Adam Sandler's law firm, and my lawyer was
Adam Sandler.
Adam Sandler.
Such a great guy. I appreciate his work. I love what he do. He represent me from the beginning to the end. I love it. I couldn't ask for anyone better. And I love what they do. They do such a really, really good job. Appreciate it a lot. And I'm happy with my check. I'm happy with his work. And the law firm, what they do, I would recommend them to every and anyone. They do such a wonderful job. I really, really love it. And they're really good people to work with. From the first day I walk in, I was happy with him. Until this day, when I pick up my check, I'm still happy with him. I would recommend him to every and anyone that going through this situation and need help. They are really good lawyers, and I love what they do. I really appreciate what they do from the bottom of my heart. And it makes me happy with their work. They did such a wonderful job. Appreciate it a lot. Thanks you, Matthew.
Yeah, that's from the heart. That's not scripted.
Coming up, Adam. So top it out.
That's from the heart. It's not scripted. Guys, you got one chance to get it right. One chance, one choice, one case handler, often imitated, never duplicated. If your attorney's name is not Adam Handler, you got the wrong attorney. 844-774-3529. 844-774-3529. 844-774-3529.